Welcome back everyone to Sword of Mana. I am Markus and we are in the town of Jad. In the last part we managed to track back Sumo into the village of Menos, which is alive and well, and we also found out that a friend of hers, viz Amanda, has stolen the pendant that was left with Sumo after he got flung off the airship. That pendant is basically the key to the Mana Temple, and right now Amanda has escaped towards the town of Jad, where we are right now, and we have to go and make a visit to Devious, if you remember, with this lord that we have met before in the town of Wendell. So now let's not lollygag around and let's head inside. What's this? Oh, the birds. The whole place is overflowing with magic power. Very ominous song and a lot of freaking birds in this place. So this is the manor of Devious, which I know the name is about as subtle as a brick. Oh, there is a person here. Lady Medusa turned everyone into birds. What should we do? Did you say Medusa? You mean she's not really dead? Medusa? The baffled princess and wife of Lord Granz. That makes her Dark Lord's mother? But I thought that name was cursed and you're not supposed to say it. Her name? Medusa? You have good memory. That's an old superstition about a curse on anyone who speaks her name. Lady Medusa has been losing her strength ever since she came onto the human world. Rumors abound as the reason, but none is persuasive. Lord Granz was upset that his wife was wasting away. He wondered if he could have used mana power to help her. What a dilemma. He asked me for advice, and the mana chief Kasim too. We talked it over quite a bit. Yet no one will step forward and save Lady Medusa. And there was Vandal. Back then, if Granz had used mana power, the country would have fallen apart. He had no choice. No choice. That may be so, but in time, Lady Medusa lost her memory and sank into the depths of despair. How sad. Such woe when a human and a Vandal bond. Surely she resigned herself to fate, but still, how wretched. Lady Medusa has no doubt retreated to the Dune maze. That is where she and Lord Granz pledged their eternal love. So what do we do? Is there anything we can do to help Medusa? Perhaps. If loving a human was triggered this... Maybe if we destroy the altar where they made their vows. So we destroy the altar of time where they pledged their love? That may be our only hope. So yeah, basically, this is what happened. It is basically the main reason why Dark Lord ended up being such a wreck. Losing his mother basically signed him for life and apparently scarred him for life, and apparently Julius is making some leeway onto this sentiment to basically get revenge on the whole Mana clan and destroyed it all the same. We basically... what is happening here is basically Lord Granz didn't actually use the power of mana to save her, and they did it because the realm has just been freed from Vandals. So if they ended up using the power of mana, it would have likely been met with some resentment by the citizen, like making Lord Granz appear just the same as Vandal. So it was actually a nice dilemma. The mana power is something that should not be abused by everyone in every situation, especially because when you do this on the public for basically anyone to know, yeah, everyone would just go around and abuse that power for every single one of their needs. Are you Lester? Can you tell, Fuji? Sure I can. It's the beast I met in Wendell. He says to follow him. Let's get going, Sir Bogard. So basically now everyone in Devious Manor has been turned into birds by Medusa, which is apparently still alive, thankfully, and it's been a set refuge in the Altar of Time. Now, if you remember what was said before by one of the NPCs in the last part, we have to find a certain sand waterfall. Ooh. These guys are immune to water, so now let's switch it up and see what other... 10. Doesn't seem to be much. Let's see. There you are. Oh, they're weak to fire. Very nice. Yeah, this is basically what you end up doing with each and every of your enemies once you find the... once you killed one, just go into the bestiary, look up the weakness, and then let's go. I probably should have stopped by the tavern in order to build up my strength again. How much do I get for praying now? 6. Not bad, but still way too much for us. I don't want to stay here sitting for an hour. Thank God we did... we are full of walnuts at this point. 35 damage! Jeez, that is amazing. Hopefully we can use Salamander for everyone else in this place, so we don't have to constantly switch it up. And the Salamander will also be very damn useful for Bogard here, since he's only gonna be attacking with physical attacks anyway. You got a glittering helm, and everyone has respawned. Let's see what's over here. Now the worst thing... Oh, we got back. I went the wrong way. Oh, what is this? Basically a sandstorm? So now we have to find the... there you are. The sandfall they were talking about. Now we have the sandfall and 2 palm trees. So what do we have to do now? It's circling them 3 times by doing an infinity pattern. And once we do that for a couple of times, the way to the Altar of Time will be open. And now we have a new dungeon. So hope you guys will have fun with this. The music is certainly ominous in this place. Come on, stupid goblin. Ooh! Oh my god. That is something that we did not need to have. A freaking mimic. I'm gonna assume that these guys are gonna be weak to water, these freaking goblins. Okay, so we got 10 levels with the magician, so now let's just go with the sage for the rest of this run, until we get the second and final class change for... ouch! For Fuji here. This is a section that if you play with Sumo, is gonna play out much different from the normal route with Fuji. Did we? Oh yeah, because there aren't the palm trees around here. I forgot that we did this maze that brings you back to open air. My god, how freaking powerful you can get in this game. Yeah, this is why I like this game. I get that some of you might see this as mindless button mashing, but... Killed by a punch. With that level of no damage done, must have been pretty... oh my god. Pretty humiliating. I don't get why words keep crossing out in my mind. It's only because I'm splitting my attention to both parts. But yeah, this is a section that I really enjoyed, because it really shows you how much different the path could be. You don't really get a different dungeon or stuff like that with sumo, but these little differences in how you see certain events unfold, I feel are really good, honestly, for replayability's sake. Oh my god. I feel that we have to go down this whirl over here. Yep, we do! Man, for a moment I had Secret of Evermore flashbacks. Ugh. Wisp, come here. Okay, now it's cool. Bogart, can you please try and stay close to me? Yeah, I was spot on with the weakness of the goblins. Lots of menuing. Ooh, damn it! Let's see. I think the Presto Veggie can heal me from this status effect. I'm gonna assume that it did, although I'm not exactly sure. Stay as far away as possible from the mimics if you don't have good defense, because they can hurt you and they will hurt you. Why do I have the feeling that we just backtrack? Let's use some walnuts here. There you go. Oh, did we backtrack, or this is a new... Yep, we did. Whoops. There should be another way around at this point then. Oh, there's a cave over here. Yeah, this is the right place to go. After all, they wouldn't call it a maze if it were easy to navigate. Oh my god, Bogart, can you just back off the elemental statue? Gnome, please. I need you. I forgot about that effect. That it will just turn them into stone. Oh, and these guys have the power of the wind, considering the speed up they are getting. I wonder if we're gonna get Jin in this place. It's a shame there are things that I completely blank out and forgot from this game. Ooh, another coin. So we got the light coin and the earth coin. I wonder if we're gonna manage to get them all. Complete the whole set. Wow. So Bogart is basically useless. Do you have any mana spirit? It seems like it, but it doesn't seem to be able to cast anything. Ah, because she's casting it. Oh my god. Let's see what these guys are weak to. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be light. Yes, it's light. Now they're gonna explode if Bogart can actually stay away from them. Because this is an issue with the with your partners. If they are attacking, if they get their attack in first, their attack will basically override yours. So they can basically be an hindrance when you're in this state. Oh, thank God. So you always have to be very, very careful. Ooh, fire coin. Very nice. I never managed to get a whole set. I'm not gonna use them because they are basically... These are items that you're mostly gonna get the advantage from if you're using a class that doesn't have any magic ability whatsoever. And even then, if you're just gonna use your sprites for support, they don't really require that much MP regardless, so... Oh, very nice. At least the level up will be worth it. I smell that we're gonna get a new weapon here that we're never gonna be using. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Yeah, I wish you could have just you could just keep spamming up gnome attacks for a while. Man, these guys are tough. I'm using a lot of magic to just kill one of them. There we go. And we got the axe. Another weapon that we'll probably never use unless there is something contact sensitive that we need to do with just the axe, but I don't remember there be anything contact sensitive with that weapon. There is something with others like the Morning Star. I feel the Morning Star had something like that, but now I really don't remember. This is not my favorite. It's one of my favorite, but the one I play the most is Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana for me is like the perfection of this series, which I already did a Let's Play back in the day. I wanted initially to basically do all the characters run, but I stopped after just one because it was getting too daunting, and basically I got burned out halfway through when I wanted to record other paths. But yeah, Trials I think is the absolute perfection of this series. This one is one that I really enjoy for the setting, for the setting and story. Although in terms of combat mechanics, it's probably not the most polished one. But I don't. It doesn't matter. I still very much like it. The ManaSeries is very important for me. I know that it's a shame that it feels like the series right now it's basically in limbo. We may never know if they're gonna do anything with this series ever again, because Vision of Mana bombed so hard, and honestly, I'm gonna blame Square, because like if something went wrong, it's probably their fault. But they also got there was also a big issue because they went. Days before the game came out, there was a news that the entire team responsible for the game got basically fired, and I feel that ended up impacting how many people were feeling about the game. And they decided not to support it for that reason. Bogard! Please! Can you get unstuck? Oh my god. I seriously didn't remember these AI companions being so goddamn useless. Let's kill off this one last basilisk. Oh, come on. And yeah, we got a new elemental here. You saved me! I was attacked by a cockatrice and was turned into a stone! For so many years, stuck as a stone! You're a savior! How can I repay you? Take me with you! Yes! Thanks so much! I make you proud, you'd be surprised! And we got a wind spirit, and I gotta assume that the elemental stone that we saw outside here can only be opened up with a wind spirit. So let's equip the Jin. His support ability is basically raising up speed, which is gonna be extremely useful if you are gonna be physical, because that basically raises both your accuracy and your evasion. So yeah, if you get hit way too many times and you like to go physical with the enemies, use that and you're basically gonna be freaking invulnerable. Now we found a save point. Let's see how much deeper this dungeon goes, because this is going on for a while now. It's probably the longest dungeon that we had so far. There are some routes that I didn't actually explore fully. God forbid it turns out that the route I ignored before was the one for progress. But yeah, Vision of Mana sold like ass, so I'm a bit sad. But I'm gonna assume that basically no one wants to play a game so cutesy and in the first place, especially since everyone seems to agree at this point that action games that boil down to bottom mashing or spell mashing in this case are probably boring. Oh wow! That is a cool ass combo. How the hell did I end up doing it? Well, it doesn't really matter because my attacks are shit regardless, so... But at least it was cool to see. Ooh, let's see what's inside here if I manage to get up. Ooh, a Dryad icon. I think the icons are basically the same as the coins, but you end up using their attack rather than their supportive ability. Again, another thing that I don't see me actually use anytime soon. No, this is not a mimic. Now I'm being way too careful with all these chests that we're seeing around, because I'm always scared of finding a mimic in one of these. I should see if someone here is weak to wind, because at least the Jin is gonna get some levels. Not that it really matters so much right now. Oh, thankfully an okay, finally. Yeah, if you saw an icon, these the trapped chests can also turn into mimics. So yeah, be careful if that ends up happening. The road here seems to be closed. Well, this is not gonna bode well for me. You know what the best part is about getting lost in this area? Is having to hear the music. And yeah, if that button this way is opened. Sometimes I really freaking hate myself. Well, yeah, let's keep going. I think these enemies are very weak to light. Yeah, it seems like it, but they don't. They take the same damage that they did before. Let's get back to the whip for getting across here. Oh, the hook shot rather than the whip. Let's change back, and also let's say the magic attack with the axe, since I didn't actually show it. Ooh, nice! It's a spread shot. This is a very nice attack. I'm still gonna keep the glove attack because it feels better to me. I don't know. I have a preference. I don't know if the actual weapon you use in Flick makes some changes to the type of attacks as you go, but. So now let's see if the button that we pressed has done something somewhere else. This place really earns its maze reputation. Maybe here there was a waterfall that we opened. Yes! Oh, we reached the altar of time, finally. So let's get a choco lamp. And a marble. So now here we have a full recover. And now let's save. And we'll see you in the next time for what happens at the altar of time. I am Markus, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, guys.